Stay tuned as we finally get round to building this Marvel Legends Demogoblin Build-A-Figure. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Today we have come to yet the end of another wave of Marvel Legends. This time it is the first Spider-Man wave of 2020. It is the Demogoblin Build-A-Figure. And on the table right now you will see all of the pieces you need to build the Demogoblin Build-A-Figure. And that is what we're going to do right now. And to get all of these pieces you will need to buy all of the figures in the wave. There are 6 figures in this wave, so you will need to buy Velocity Suit Spider-Man, Iron Armor Mark III, Superior Octopus, Vulture, White Rabbit, and Shang-Chi. You get all 6 of those figures. You will have all of the pieces you see on the table right now. And you, like me, will be able to build the Demogoblin Build-A-Figure. So let's try doing that. So my parts are a little bit cold as I'm filming reviews in my attic currently. So I may have to go off camera and warm up these joints. Pow! And there he is, a bit of behind the camera magic, and he is all built up. Now I would advise you to do the same, warm up the pieces first, as they're a little difficult to pop in. So make sure you get a hairdryer or hot water or however you want to do it. But warm up those joints, pop them in place, put them together, and this is your result. Now this is a character, a figure I didn't think I wanted, but you whack him on a display stand, you put him in a little cool pose, and he will definitely stand out in your collection. This guy will scare my niece without a doubt. My missus will think he is ugly, and I guarantee you once it is on display she will say to me, who is that ugly bastard? Well, it is the Demogoblin. So yeah, I like the flight stand. I hope Marvel Legends keep doing that, to be honest. So you won't be able to see it on my white background. I do apologise. Let me just change the settings a little bit. You might be able to see it. So there it is. It's got 3 little balls on there. 3 balls. That sounds horrible, but you know what I'm trying to say. And the glider will pop into any of them. Some people are saying this is borrowed from Hasbro's Black Series, but I don't have many of them, so I'll take your word for it. But yes, and this will pop on there, and then this has a range of motion. And look at it. You can bend him, and he's still staying in place. His feet fit perfectly in the glider. You can get him any pose you want. And yeah, it's really good. And he's not falling off. So Hasbro, please keep giving us flight stands and stuff like this. I'm liking the look of it. I know they're giving us a stand with the recent movie Black Widow exclusive. And it really does make characters pop when you're displaying them. It just adds a bit of character and a bit of dynamic. So yeah, I'm liking the flight stand. And what I wanted to do before I take a look at the Demogoblin himself, if I take him off there, let's take a look at the stand. So it's all a fiery stand. As he is the Demogoblin after all. This is his mystical demon stand. And there's like a demon face there with a little mouth. He's got little claws. But yeah, this is good. So I wanted to see if this worked on last year's Carnage Goblin, because we never got a flight stand with this guy. Miserable. Hasbro, what you're playing at? Goblins need flight stands. They need a glider. So yeah, let's do it. Let's see if his feet go in there. So I'm assuming they will. And it seems like they will. Not a problem. Pow! So now the Carnage Goblin has a glider as well. So if you, like me, can't stand it that this guy doesn't have a glider, get yourself an extra White Rabbit, which is where the glider come from. And that problem is solved. So yeah, happy days. The Carnage Goblin actually fits on the glider. I'm liking it. So let's take a look at the Goblin on his own. So apart from his glider, he doesn't come with any accessories, no Goblin bombs or anything like that, which is a little bit disappointing, as it is always fun to pose him on his glider, throw in one of those pumpkin bombs. But still, he looks really nice. There's some reuse and then some new parts, obviously, as well. So yeah, I like it more than I thought I was going to be honest. I'll compare him to the other Goblins in a minute, because this head is completely new. I thought they'd maybe reissue the Demogoblin head that we got with the Hobgoblin, but no, it's brand new and it is very impressive. I must admit, it looks very demonic. I like the little Goblin sort of belt buckle. No interchangeable hands, but that's fine. He's a Demogoblin, so he's got all clawed hands. I'm fine with that. And then he's all tattered up. as in his gloves are all tattered, his belt's a bit tattered, then he's wearing his pirate boots. But yes, he's looking good. So let me zoom in. Oh, there's his tattered cape as well, and he's got a bit of a widow's peak there on the back. But let me zoom in and we'll check out those details. So there is that demonic face I was telling you about. I think Hasbro have done a great job with this, with the paint. Definitely some shading in there. The red eyes, his tongue comes out, and the teeth. Yeah, and the tattered hood. He's still got the little peak there, and as I said, it goes at the back. So yeah, looking very nice. Obviously, the cape can come off. You've seen that already at the start of the video. He's got the demon sort of chainmail arms that we've seen these plenty of times before with Hasbro. There's a closer look at the belt buckle. He's got like these chain pieces, which are separate pieces, but they're not going to slide off unless you pull off the hands, I guess. Yeah, if you remove the hands, then you can get these chains off if you wanted to. And then, as I said, he's wearing pirate boots. The articulation is what you'd expect for Hasbro. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, just the usual stuff. So I'm not going to go over that in too much detail. There's a closer look at his hands. But yeah, overall, people, he's looking very good. So let me compare him to the previous Demogoblin head. So I've got it attached to a body, but this head come with the Hobgoblin. So this was the previous version of Demogoblin we got, but now here is the better one. So there are a couple of different versions of Demogoblin in the comics. So if you did buy an extra Hobgoblin to display this head, you can still keep it in your display, as the demon did take on his own goblin form after possessing someone for a little bit. But yeah, oh, this is getting awkward. Oh, I don't want to see this. Oh, no thanks. And here we have our demon squad. So, of course, these two are very sought after on the aftermarket right now, going for a pretty penny. But it is, of course, the Green Goblin and then the original Hobgoblin as well. So, yeah, these three are looking very nice. You can clearly see the reuse there on the chainmail arms and the body. Definitely more reuse on these two than the middle one, but still, all looking very nice. No complaints from me at all. 3 unique characters from the Marvel Universe, so very happy about that. This one doesn't have a man bag, unfortunately. That's probably why he's got no pumpkin bombs, because he's got nowhere to store them. You should have got yourself a man bag. But still, all 3 looking good. We still need an unmasked Norman Osborn head, so hopefully we get one of them very soon. Toy Fairy's coming. Can we have a Norman Osborn head, please, Hasbro? But yeah, looking good. Of course, we have the Carnage Goblin as well, but he's more of a recent creation in the comics. And of course, he's got a massive tail, but yeah, he fits in the crew if you want, but he's a bit of an outcast, if you will. And then before I compare him to the previous figures in the wave, it's only right that I compare him to the Pizza Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man, of course. And as I said, these two look very nice together. Definitely get them doing battle on your shelf or some ACBA. But yeah, looking good. So there we have it, the complete Marvel Legends Demogoblin Build-A-Figure wave. The first Spider-Man wave of 2020. Will we get another one? We don't know. I'm guessing we'll find out at Toy Fair later this month. But overall, a solid wave. I wasn't massively excited when some of these figures got announced, but then I started seeing pictures and the excitement builds, and figures always look better when you get them in hand. And there's some funky character designs and even new characters for the display. Like, I'm very happy to add Shang-Chi and the White Rabbit. We definitely needed a classic looking Vulture in Hasbro style. And then these Spider-Man figures, again, more figures to build that ever-growing Spider-Verse on your shelf. Now, should he have been a Build-A-Figure, the Demogoblin? Probably not, but still it's a nice showing nevertheless. And at least Hasbro are trying new things with the stand for his glider and whatnot. And he does look good, I have to admit. Definitely better than that previous Demogoblin head that we had before. Now we have a unique figure, but still, very nice. If you want to see my complete wave breakdown, where I tell you my favourite from least favourite to the best and tell you why, now I've had them all open, then go over to my Patreon page, where I do exclusive breakdowns of the reviews as a whole and just have an open discussion with anyone willing to listen. So yeah, head over to my Patreon at Dan Who Reviews, and you can see some exclusive content, including wave breakdowns for 2020. But yeah, as usual, if you are here and you want to continue supporting the channel, then you can do that for absolutely nothing by hitting that subscribe button. Thank you very much. You will find reviews for every single one of these figures individually on a playlist. Go and check them out. Hear my ramblings. As always, it is appreciated. But you let me know what you think in the comments below. Always reading them, so always curious to hear your thoughts. What are your favorites of this particular wave? Were you happy with the Demogoblin being a builder figure? Let me know in the comments below. But as always, people, my name is Dan W, and I shall see you on the next one.